Yeah, what's up with it, y'all? Yeah, I'm back again. I'm glad somebody was like, hey, man, why don't you make the stories bigger? You already got it. I hear what you're saying. So that's what I did. I went and made it, went and enlarged it and made it bigger. So, you can not only just see who's talking, but you can also see more of who's talking. So this story right here just caught my attention. Well, it caught my attention the other day. And I said, dang, let me go do a live on this because this is wild what happened to this girl right here. Despite her being with Caucasian, a white guy or whatever you want to call him, I don't think that's the thing. The thing is like, somebody lost a family member and in a unjust way. So I want to see what happens, what comes out of this story right here, because it doesn't make sense, for you to go spend your birthday with somebody and then end up unalived, like she just, and then he says, the husband, I quote, says, she did it to herself. She hang herself. And I'm going, I don't get it. So I basically want to come and talk about this and see, what people had to say about it, and see what other people had to say about it. So, cuz right here, like as you can see, like I guess she posted with him on social media, and somebody said, he's going to harm you, get out. Like it's almost like that was a warning or something, like somebody's warning her, hey, be careful. 'Cause I don't know what they knew about her, or if they knew I mean about him, or if they knew anything, but exactly what they said is like what ended up happening. And it's a dang shame, man. It's life is crazy. But let's go on and just get into it.
Guys, so everybody has been talking about the tragic case of Ashlee Jenae. Now, let me start off by saying my heart goes out to the family, and I hope that you get some answers in Ashlee's case. But I wanted to try to put out a little bit more information on this whole story. So, Ashlee Jenae, whose real name is Ashlee Robinson, is a 31-year-old model, actress, and lifestyle influencer. Now, Ashlee started modeling very young, but it morphed into a career. Ashlee has been seen on billboards. She's been on packaging for items that you may have purchased. Her face has also been on the window at beauty supply stores, and she has been featured in music videos for your favorite artists. So Ashlee has built a name for herself. She's worked hard her entire life. Now, sometime in 2024, Ashlee met a man by the name of Joe McCann. And the reason why we know they met in 2024 is because they celebrated their 1 year anniversary in November of 2025. Joe McCann is the owner of Asymmetrical Financial, which is a modern day crypto fund. Now, Joe has been featured on dozens of videos about crypto funding and trading all across social media. Now, we don't know how Joe and Ashlee actually met,
Yeah,
but
me
within a
too.
year of dating, they would travel all around the world. Ashlee would feature Joe on her TikToks, and it seemed like the couple was having a good time with each other.
Well, I heard about it
Nothing will
yesterday.
compare to the trip they would take in April of this year to Africa. Now, Ashlee's birthday was on April 5th, and she turned 31 on April 5th. Just 2 days before Ashlee's 31st birthday, on April 3rd, Joe would propose. Now, Ashlee took to social media. She was excited. She was happy. She described this entire trip to Africa as her dream trip, and she didn't want to wake up. But on April 5th, which would have been Ashlee's birthday, Joe says that he found her unresponsive in their villa. Now, Ashlee was rushed to a hospital where she was sadly pronounced deceased. Now, allegedly, from what Joe is saying, Ashlee might have done this to herself. This hasn't been confirmed, and her family does not believe this either. Ashlee's family put out a statement saying that Ashlee was full of life and she would have never taken her own life. Not only that, this was her dream trip. She was in Africa. She just got proposed to. It was also her birthday. Ashlee's family is calling her death suspicious, and they are calling for a full investigation. Now, since Ashlee's death,
Yes,
Joe has
they
not
should.
spoken. Now, he hasn't said anything. And a lot of people think that Joe may know more about what actually took place in that villa. Now, Ashlee's story is now blowing up on social media because everybody wants answers and they want justice for Ashlee. So as of right now, that is all the information that we have. Like I said before, Ashlee's families and friends are saying that she would have never taken her own life. Now, you guys, please let me know your thoughts on this case. Justice for Ashlee.
It's crazy because I don't think they have the police force or even have the capability of dissecting everything that went on at that hotel, and it's just shit is crazy, man. I don't know, but this video with her with doing? Kevin Gates.
How y'all doing? You know, we keeping it organic. Me and my little chocolate Easter bunny. Babe, stop playing. Babe, you know I'm sensitive, babe. We about to get in a lick. This her car. She probably put. She just came for to pick me up.
Something like, not too crazy.
She from Philly, so you know she crazy. She toxic. She might stab.
Toxic.
You might stab me in my sleep.
I'm not
you
toxic.
told me if I take my hands off, you gonna beat me up.
Because I'm good with my hands.
I ain't gonna trouble. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day.
Yeah, she look happy to me. She look dummy happy. Like, period. Let me move this over here. She look happy to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
They killed my baby. I don't wish this on nobody.
A 31-year-old influencer was found dead in a hotel room just days after her husband proposed to her. Ashlee Jenae was reportedly discovered unresponsive inside a hotel in Tanzania. Authorities say her husband, John McCann, has been detained and is under investigation. The couple had been on a luxury vacation that appeared perfect online, just days before he had proposed during her birthday celebration. Photos showed smiles, celebrations, and what looked like a happy moment. Then everything suddenly changed. Investigators are now examining whether the death may have been staged. Officials have not released full details, but the case is being treated as suspicious. What's raising more questions is what happened after. Social media posts continued, appearing normal. Meanwhile, Ashlee had frequently shared their relationship online, but many noticed he rarely posted about her in return. That contrast is now drawing attention. Her family reportedly learned what happened through emergency contact notifications. The investigation is ongoing and more details are expected. How much of what we see is real and how much is hidden?
That's that, like, to me, that right there is kind of weird that you propose to somebody, but you're not really posting them on your social media. Is that because of what he think his people gonna think? Like, why would he not have her posted on his social media, but he all over hers? Like, that would be a big deal.
Secret Service Sam here for LA Magazine. And influencer Ashlee Jenae was found unalived in Africa with her fiance to be John McCann. Now, people are saying something smells funky about this. They went to Africa. They went on this beautiful safari. There's video of him holding her up. Yes, queen. He's holding her. People are like, yo, why are you going after these guys, these white tees? And her family issued a statement. People are not buying it that she was hung, okay? They are saying that it could be he. I don't know. This is all allegedly. What do you guys think? And people were online praising their relationship like goals, honey, goals. And is it really? I don't know. Ladies, I gotta be honest. I mean, but again, why would he take her all the way there to do that? Some people are saying because, you know, maybe their investigative abilities might not be as good because it's at a nice resort and they're not suspecting something like this, doing it in a foreign country. This is all allegedly because, again, they are saying that she unalived herself. But why? She was very happy. I mean, this should have been the time of her life. Her family is saying this dream turned into a nightmare. We are sending out thoughts and prayers to her family, but I just felt I need to report on this because something smells fishy. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Secret Service Sam out, Sam's for president.
Yeah, because even the forensics reports is gonna tell what's going on. I think that's where it's gonna come out at, because even if it happened before she was hung up or whatever, like they'll be able to tell that. But this just don't make sense, man. It don't make well. I know you know it makes a lot of sense. I think we just don't want to say it. That dude did something to her. He did something. Something happened. Like I heard him talking about it could have been an argument. I don't know if that's true. I want to see if somebody gonna say something about
Breaking
that.
news, 31-year-old internet celebrity Ashlee Jenae was found dead in a hotel
That's not
room in
even-
Tanzania. The police confirmed that her fiancé John McCann has been detained, and investigators are working hard to determine what exactly happened during this seemingly perfect vacation. The photos during the trip showed smiles, celebrations, and a surprise engagement ceremony that many fans described as a dream moment. Officials stated that the incident is currently regarded as a suspicious event, and investigators are carefully reviewing the timeline of the couple's activities in the last few days. The most perplexing thing is that Ashlee's social media account activity remained normal after she was discovered. At the same time, some fans began to notice another thing. Although Ashlee often publicly shared details of their relationship, John rarely replied to her messages. This comparison has attracted attention online. Even more distressing is that it was reported that her family initially learned of the unusual situation through an emergency call. The police have not released all the details yet, but the investigation is ongoing and more results will be announced.
Somebody in chat said he was living a double life. Huh. Yeah, want to hide it from his white community, huh? That he was with a sister. That could be that. But I be thinking it'd be wild, because with like some white men, them and their insurance claims, yeah, I don't trust it, because you see a lot of those videos to where they'll off the wife or the fiance. You don't know what's like. I can't wait till more come out, because it's gonna tell it all.
Have you guys been following the story of Ashley Robinson, who goes by Ashlee Jenae on social media? Because this doesn't sit right with me. She went out of the country to Zanzibar in Africa with her fiance, Joe McCann.
Zanzibar.
Now, it looked to be a great trip. She was celebrating her birthday. Her birthday was April 5th. Pictures on her social media page looked like she was enjoying the trip with her fiance. Until her fiance reported that she was unconscious in her room, he claims that she was found hanging in her room. Her family put out a statement about the events that they were told took place, and they say that they are working with Zanzibar to find out exactly what happened. There's an investigation currently underway. Now, her fiance, I don't believe his story. It doesn't sound too believable to me. And I'm not saying it can't happen, but she went outside of the country to enjoy her birthday, have a birthday trip, enjoy life. She was enjoying him too. The pictures, the proof are on her social media. Why would she hang herself? Now, the original story was that she was hanging inside of their hotel room, but there was another story that he said that she was hanging from a tree. Which one is it? Her friend posted on X, "We need justice for my friend Ashlee Jenae, who was found dead in her hotel in Tanzania, and her fiance Joe McCann claims she hung herself." Anyone who knows Ash knows she would never commit suicide. We need answers now. I don't know her, but I know this story don't sound right. And there are a lot of opinions going around online due to things that were said in her comments and things that she said. Let's talk about it. One person said, "These the white men that be killing you, wig wearing black girls," and said a whole bunch of other stuff too. Another person said, "He gonna kill you." And there were so many of these comments under different pictures.
That's wild, because people just started saying that in the beginning, and it actually happening. It's like what the fuck, man.
Of her. One thing I do want to talk about is that she did have a very strong opinion on black men. A lot of people are saying, oh, they don't have empathy because she spoke this way. One time she tweeted, "Every day black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass her." Another time she said, "Oh, brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not white, beating their women still, or is that too touchy? Go live your life while I live mine." Now, it's clear that her opinions on black men were not good. She was not fond of them, but I don't think her death is karma for that. I still have empathy for her. If he did kill her, her fiance, if he did kill her, that's wrong, okay? She did not deserve to die that way. I hope that her family gets the answers that they deserve. I hope that they find out what happened, because to go out the country with one person and you end up dead, and they giving some crazy story. No.
Yeah, because I don't see how her stance on black men has anything to do with what happened. That shouldn't even be brought up. That's something that shouldn't even be brought up. What happened to her, that's the thing. Like, what happened, why, and who. Like, what she did and how she felt about black men, eh, who cares? Who cares? She went out, she got somebody asked her to marry her while she's out of town, and she ended up dead. Like, go look at everybody else's background. Go look at his. I wonder what his background is like.
There is an update in the case of Ashlee Jenae. It's not an update that I expected to hear, and I still don't know if I believe this, but I'm going to keep you guys in the loop of everything that I find out. As of today, April 13th, 2026, Zanzibar police confirmed suicide in death of U.S. influencer Ashlee Jenae. Now, I was searching the internet trying to figure out how to find news happening in Zanzibar when I found a news outlet that is on Instagram. The statement says the influencer died while on holiday with her fiance in Tanzania, and initial reports have suggested foul play. However, North Unguja Police Commander Benedict Mapijira told the citizen after news of Ashlee Jenae went viral across global social media platforms that they have ruled out foul play in her death. He said the incident occurred on Thursday, April 9th, 2026, which is after her birthday, April 5th, when the woman is said to have hanged herself using a piece of cloth from her dress inside a wardrobe. The regional police chief said that the couple had been staying together, but later had a disagreement, prompting hotel management to separate them into different rooms. They don't tell you what the disagreement.
Come on now. Come on now. They had a disagreement. They separated them. And then she was so mad that she hung herself. Is that what they trying to say? Like,
is about. The police commander said that the matter was reported at the Nungwi police station after hotel staff raised an alarm that the guest was suspected to be suicidal. She was still alive when the matter was reported to the police. She was rescued and taken to the hospital. However, she passed away the following day, Friday, April 10th. He said the body remains in Tanzania pending further examination before arrangements for repatriation to the U.S. are made. And if that doesn't make you go, I don't know what will. I just thought about it. What were they arguing about? What did that argument consist of that they had to be separated into different rooms?
Yeah, it had to be something big. Because if they separate you, that mean it was more than just an argument. If they got to separate you and put you in two places, it mean you're still going at it when the ones get there. It's still a problem. And it's probably a lot of finger pointing, and in order for y'all not to go to jail, we just going to say y'all separate, one over here, one over there. But at the same time, the suicidal thing, they threw that out. And I know that's a thing. I'm saying, I know it's a thing with people, but that got to be in her history. That got to be in her, it got to be documented in her medical history if that is a thing.
Did it get that crazy? What happened? Now, it does sound crazy to me, and a lot of you were commenting under my post saying y'all don't know how depression works. I get it. Depression and suicidal thoughts can come at any point, but this whole situation sounds weird. I really hope that nobody's trying to cover up anything that happened. Even if the fiance did it, was there foul play at the resort that they were staying at? Zanzibar police say no, and I guess that's all we can go by for now. I would love to hear what the family has to say about this, her friends, so I'll be looking out for that. But I just wanted to keep you guys updated with the news that I am hearing. There is
depression, that's them suicidal thoughts, they really ain't no joke. Like, cause like us, like somebody that don't have those thoughts looking from the outside, I feel like we wouldn't understand it. Like, cause I didn't understand it until I dove in one time and I seen it for what it was, and trying to break my way out of it, of the thoughts, I couldn't. No matter what I did, even if I thought about my kids or I thought about something happy, it always led me right back to that same suicidal thought. And I'm not saying I'm suicidal. This was, an experience that I had on mushrooms a long time ago. And me understanding when I dive in, like, I know that my thoughts can go places. So like when it's happening, I just kind of let it happen so I can get a better understanding of how we think as people and what we go through. And that was one of them. And it didn't matter what I did, it always led me right back to that thought. So even when I was thinking happy thoughts, I was still digging a suicidal hole at the same time, not understanding over and over again, bro. And I'm like going, dang, this is how like suicidal people, this is how they feel. Like us, we'll be able, like, it's something that we probably wouldn't think about, but them, every thought leads them right back to that same understanding. Every thought, it doesn't matter what it is, family, friends, God, like everything, it leads them right back to that suicidal thought or, doing that thing. And it's like, it's a wicked understanding,
Hi
man.
guys, I finally have an update for the case of Ashlee Jenae. I'm going to insert a clip that another creator was explaining it in more depth and detail. So yeah.
There is an update in the case of Ashlee Jenae. It's not an update that I expected to hear, and I still don't know if I believe this, but I'm going to keep you guys in the loop of everything that I find out. As of today,
majority of black men are obsessed with seeing black women struggle. They do not feel like you're worthy or that you are worth anything until you struggle, because they have seen their black mothers struggle for their entire lives. I just left Ashlee Jenae's Instagram page. When I tell you, the comments were so gut-wrenching and disturbing to even read. The whole comment section is full of black men saying, ha ha, that's what y'all get. Y'all said go where you're loved, right? They're literally bashing this young lady that passed away. They are calling black women every word in the book on there. And the saddest part about it all is the fact that there are white men in the comment sections literally proving our point when it comes to black men, saying, well, she's damned if she do, damned if she don't, because look at how y'all are even reacting to the fact that this black woman decided to go where she felt like she was loved at. If we were to circle back to my original statement, it almost feels like black men really want to see black women struggle.
Say it right now, some black men, because that's a tragedy. And some people just don't have that heart. They have it to where like they feel like, oh, she was wrong for going with with the white dude because she thinking it's gonna be better over there. Why? She was bashing black men. See, I think this is the thing that we don't understand is even in your death, if you bashing somebody and something happened to you, oh, they was coming for you before it happened. Like once you started, oh, black man this, black man no. What about it's the men you dated? Like, a lot of times, it be the people you date. Maybe it's something going on with you, because there's a lot of black women and black men in relationships that's been going on and still going on for the longest. So I don't know. It might be you. Can't always blame everybody else, like I'm just saying. Or it might not be you. It might just be the type of man you date. But I don't know. Her bashing people, oh yeah, people are going to come for you. People are going to come for you. Once you start talking about, well, that's just part of it. But I'm not saying it's right, especially them doing it in her death. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying what it is. Like, I'm going to say it again. I'm just saying what it is. I didn't make this. This thing made itself. I'm watching it like everybody else, but I'm looking at the whole and I'm going, if you come for them, they're going to come back. And when they do, like, for real, they like, even with like the African thing, they going to come back. That's just what it is.
To earn the type of love they feel like black women deserve. When black women easily are praised and they're easily loved and they're easily getting these materialistic things, it really bothers them. And so the only narrative they like to come up with is, oh, well, she's going to end up unalived anyway. Oh, why would you want to lay down with your master anyway? All of these things, they get so racist and they get so enraged. And what's so wild is those same black men would date outside their race because they don't like to be a man. And then all the excuses black men have.
Why? Them ain't the ones though. like sometimes, like when it comes to us and our people, we gotta talk to the ones that's doing the bull, because a lot of times it don't even be nobody grown. It be like some teenagers saying some weird shit because that's what they do. Like so, it you don't put that
The
on
black
all
men, when
of
you
us.
tell black men, oh, you know, I was in all toxic relationships when I was dealing with black men, and I was in DV situations and etc.
And that's another thing, right? Don't be complaining about toxic men when you out there half the time. Women be, we've been knowing this since we was young. You always wanted the gangster thug mentality type tough dude. That was just a thing sometimes with women. You feel me? Like, when Paula Abdul even came with the song Opposites Attract, and these different things. Like, so it be the men that, sometimes women go after. Cause like even my daughter, growing up now, turning 16, and the dudes that I see that she be liking, I'll be like, why? Why would you, I get it though. I understand because maybe I was one of them dudes, but I'm like going, dang, is this what we do? Like that shit is wild.
Oh, now they want to say, oh, you just don't know how to pick them. You was choosing little boys. That's your issue.
I really like
Okay, well, why can't it be the same scenario when it comes to you dating outside your race? Oh, but let y'all have 1-2 bad experiences with black women. Now it's all black women are the same. They all ghetto. They all ratchet. They all loud. They all do too much. Oh, they all force me to be a real man. Not to mention,
I don't even get it with people when they get in relationships and the first thing they want to do is try to change somebody or fix somebody. Where did we start doing that at? Like if you with somebody, y'all grow together. Like you get into something thinking you gonna fix or you trying to fix somebody, it's like, and I don't know why you even you can't put look, I'm gonna tell you one thing, women, you cannot do, and us as men, we cannot do. You cannot put my shoes on and walk in my shoes as a black man in America. And we as men can't put on the women's shoes and act like them or try to speak for them. Like this is one thing that I hate. Like and us as men, we always do this because we go listen to our friends or we listen to that dude right there or we listen to that dude. Like we don't know how to listen to ourselves. Like we grown now. Like when you get grown, you don't have to listen to people for relationship advice. Like, let me say that again. When you get grown and you get an understanding, why are you listening to people for advice about your relationship or the relationship that you deciding to try to be in? Because you not even being yourself now. It's like you might as well be that other person. If that's the case, like you might as well be them. Go chill with them and talk to the girls they talk to and different shit like that. It's like, man, we better wake up. We better wake up. Because the only relationship you can speak on is your own. Your own relationship and the relationships that you had over time with people. That's not even 0.001 of all the relationships that are going on. So you can take your relationships and speak on what you went through with men and try to find out what the hell is going on with you and why you attracting them kind of men or them kind of women. Why are you looking for that type of person to be in your life?
okay, so if me picking is the issue out of all of this. Okay, so what if I pick the perfect white man? What if I pick the perfect Asian man? What if I pick the perfect Chinese man? Now what? Like, what is the issue now? Like, it's like, bro, and what I find so crazy is black men don't got a problem with nobody else who date outside the race but their own kind. Literally. They don't.
That's all racist. Like, I feel what you're saying because you're speaking from our perspective, but every race does that. That I think every race does that. Like me, I don't have a problem with who you date. You date who the fuck you want to. Like you grow, like it's your life. But I'm just saying, white people do it, Asians do it. Like, cause I know, well, we know from experience.
They don't have a problem with nobody else. Let an Asian chick decide to date outside her race. They not bothered by them. Why? Because it's none of their business. Just like black women, it is none of their business either. Majority of black men
Everybody can speak how they feel, though. What if you picked your nose? If you pick your nose that she cares
Ashlee
about.
Robinson, known online as Ashlee Jenae, a 31-year-old lifestyle and travel influencer who openly identified herself as a divester. A woman who calls herself a divester is usually saying she's being intentional about who she dates, she's raising her standards financially, emotionally, and lifestyle-wise, and she no longer entertains relationships that don't benefit her growth. Basically, she's choosing to date outside of her usual type, background, or her community. And with that being said, here enters Joe McCann. Now, Joe is a hedge fund manager and an executive who is currently the founder and CEO of Asymmetric Information, which has been acquired by MG Stover. And according to his LinkedIn page, McCann describes the venture as a stealth software firm which works primarily with crypto infrastructure and risk management. Now, Ashlee had been vacationing at the Zuri Zanzibar resort in Tanzania with her boyfriend, Joe. During the trip, she shared on Instagram that the two had gotten engaged after Joe proposed to her while they were on a safari. Now, she even posted a video capturing that special moment. Throughout the trip, Ashlee appeared happy and fully enjoying herself. Photos and videos showed the couple smiling together, taking in the experience and documenting their time at the resort. Now, her content also featured moments with wildlife, including zebras and giraffes, and on her birthday, she shared photos of herself feeding a giraffe, along with clips and pictures from her celebrating in Tanzania. But not long after, news of her death began to surface. According to reports, Ashlee was found unresponsive in a room and was later pronounced dead after being transferred to a hospital. Now, as the news spread, speculation quickly started building online about what may have happened. Now, Ashlee's family released this statement to the public yesterday. Ashlee Robinson was on what should have been one of the happiest trips of her life, a birthday celebration in Zanzibar, Africa. Ashlee's birthday was April 5th. She just turned 31. Surrounded by beauty, love, and wildlife, she became engaged during a safari, an unforgettable moment that marked the start of a future she was so excited to build. She and her fiancé, Joe McCann, were staying in a luxury villa at the Zuri Zanzibar, continuing what we believed was her dream trip, but just days later, that dream turned into our family's worst nightmare. Ashlee was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. Nothing about this loss feels real. One moment she was celebrating love and life in truly Ashlee fashion, and the next she was gone. This suddenness, the unanswered questions, and the distance from home have made this tragedy even more overwhelming for our family. At this time, there is an active investigation into the circumstances surrounding Ashlee's suspicious passing. Although we have many questions, we are placing our trust in the officials in Zanzibar and are working closely with them as we seek clarity and answers. Ashlee was deeply loved. She was vibrant, full of life, and had so much ahead of her. Our family is completely devastated, and we appreciate the prayers and compassion we have received as we navigate this unimaginable loss. We respectfully ask that any information not directly provided by our family be treated as unverified and not considered factual at this time. Robinson and Indra's family. Now, what's making this situation even more unsettling isn't just her sudden death, it's the timeline, the conflicting explanations, and the growing number of people saying something about this story just doesn't add up. Because depending on who you ask, this is either a tragic situation or something that still hasn't been fully explained. So let's really slow down and walk through everything from the beginning all the way to where things stand right now. Now, Ashlee Jenae, whose real name is Ashlee Robinson, had built this presence online centered around lifestyle, travel, and what she described as a divester. And whether people agreed with her approach or not, she had an audience that followed her journey, watching her travel, her perspectives, and the way she presented her life. So when she traveled to Tanzania earlier this month, it wasn't just a random trip. This was a milestone moment. She was turning 31. She posted her engagement on the 3rd, 2 days before her birthday. On the 4th, she posted, "If this is a dream, please don't wake me up." And on the 5th, her actual birthday, she posted chapter 31, and I'm exactly where I need to be. He responds with me. One of her friends uploaded this to Twitter showing an alleged text message between the two. It says, "My dog, congratulations. Me and Taylor crashing the wedding." Ashlee responds, "Laugh out loud, my dog." Friend responds, "Let's see that rock." She says, "Thank you, man. Don't need to crash something you'd be invited to, gang." Friend responds with the fire emoji, and Ashlee says, "But we'll probably just elope." Laugh out loud. "I don't want a big wedding, maybe a big after party."
So if one of her friends got these text messages, I wonder if one of them got the last text messages that she sent before this happened, or when the fight was actually happening, if there was a fight.
Friend says, "We shall be there." This all happened April 3rd, the day she
argument.
became engaged. Surprisingly enough, being on a trip like this, she never posted again after that birthday. Now, saying "I'm exactly where I need to be" is what has many of us struggling to process what happens next. So let's think for a second. She's on a luxury vacation, she's celebrating her birthday, and she just got engaged. Now, to most people, this sounds like the beginning of a new chapter, not the end of one. And that's where the timeline is so important, because everything, at least on the surface, was moving in a direction that looked positive. There was no public signs of distress that had been widely confirmed, no clear indication that something was wrong, at least not from what people could see. But then within days, everything changed. Ashlee was reportedly found unresponsive in her villa. Emergency services were involved. It's being widely speculated that she used cloth from some of her clothing to try to unalive herself. She was allegedly found by members of the hotel staff. And just like that, a trip that started as a celebration have Ashlee.
When when I was locked up, it was a couple of people that did that unalived themselves, and they like used a sheet, sometimes like they jumpsuit, or and I'm just going, wait, she used a piece of her clothing. Like, I don't know, man. That sounds so weird. Like you know how hard that would be. Like, and the other story, like you heard 3 different stories already. One that she was hanging inside the hotel room, another one that it was outside, and dang, I forgot the other one, but you heard like 3 different stories going on. I just don't know how to call this. Well, I can't call it. We ain't gonna know until like the real information come out, even when they get the body, because they gonna have to do a whole nother autopsy here, because I don't even think they got the forensic supplies to do a full autopsy and everything over there. I don't think they got it, because knowing that it was an argument and they were separated, it has to be more to it. Like, so basically what you're saying is, okay, they separated them and then this happened. I don't know. A lot of times, bro, I like when you going out of the state and different things, especially with somebody out of the country, with somebody who know who been there or something, like they might have you set up. Like I seen a dude do that, go over to Mexico, took his wife over there, and then he unalived her. And then come to find out, he didn't actually do it though. He left, took the kids, he left the house with the kids so the kids could see her. And then the girl that he was messing with, went in and unalived his wife. But they didn't know. So they went, once they found out, the police found out and everything, they went looking for the girlfriend, and they come find the girlfriend, and the girlfriend got some dude ID in her wallet. So now they're looking for the dude, because they going, what if she paid the dude to have the dude do it, and come find out she was the dude. So dude didn't know that he left his wife and had his wife unalived for a man. I was like, but this is something that these white dudes be doing. I hate to say it, because the Peterson dude that took his wife out there to San Francisco, I think it was to San Francisco, he said they went fishing and she fell in the water. That was a big thing of hella years ago. And it was crazy because they were supposed to go fishing and she fell off the boat or something happened. And then when they found out that, got evidence that he did it, they charged him with it. But it was crazy because at the time my dad was still alive, and my dad's friend daughter was the girlfriend of the dude. So like they had the FBI at my dad's friend house all the time and stuff, because I used to buy weed from him. And like he'll be like, nah, you can't come through, it's kind of shut down because the FBI, because they had the news teams out there. This shit was crazy. I said, but that's one thing that they do. It's like, why can't you just leave that person? Like, why you you'll take their life before you just walk out? And it's like a lot of people like that. And I ain't saying that's what he did, but that's what it seems like.
This story is going viral now on Instagram and on TikTok. Miami lifestyle influencer.
No, I'm not going to speak on this woman and her death, and this is not the topic you think I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about an angle that I haven't seen anyone discuss so far. But before that, let's take a look at something. She posted this photo on social media, and let's go ahead, take a good look at this photo. All right, let's go ahead and look at the comment. Don't know you, but I love this for you. God, I'll trans soft this soft girl era. Please, I have no idea. May this kind of love find me. Look how he's looking at you. I love how he's looking at you. You notice who's all in the comments? He wants to eat you up. May love like this find us. Oh, because I thought someone whose man wouldn't even get them a 444 said something. I pray get a man like this. He loves you. You notice again who's having these conversations? Look how he's looking at you. May this kind of intentional man locate me. I love this lifestyle for you. May it turn into wedding bliss. She goes, manifesting this. Oh, you manifest. May this kind of love locate me. May this kind of love find me and never let me go. May this kind of love is finding all of us, ladies. I see my future. Okay, K-Doll. Yeah, go look at this man's post on Twitter. You'll find one thing. This man lost $10 million this year in the crypto market. He went famous. He blew up because in the early days of Solana, he put $200 in it when it was when it was like nothing. And then Solana blew up and his $200 turned into millions, literally. And that's how he blew up. That's how he got his money. Now, crypto market has made him lose almost more than $10 million. He posted this himself. So here's the angle I want to talk about that no one else is. This man lost a lot of money, went to whoever he needed to go to recoup the money. And he was meant to join either a group, a cult, or whatever. He was meant to do something, and she was his sacrifice. So he took her to the one country that he knew he could do this and buy the police and come back home safely.
Them be the movies them white people be putting out, though. I seen them put a couple of those movies out. I forgot, not The Onion. I forgot what it's called. But then they'll take them, and then, they'll be just that sacrifice. And I don't know if it's true. But why is they making movies out of this shit? That's what I don't understand.
Okay, we have to be honest.
Oh, dang, that music.
So who's...
Rest in peace to Ashlee Jenae. She was an influencer. She was in Tanzania on a birthday vacation with her fiance. The details around her death are very suspicious. Her family, they released a statement earlier saying that they also believe that the details of her death are suspicious. I really do hope that they look into it, because it is hard to believe that a black woman would, hang themselves while on a birthday vacation. And of course, I've just been seeing, some messed up posts from people, because she was engaged to a white man. I even saw one nigga, he was trying to spread some lie about her being an escort, and one of her friends quote tweeted it, and she shut that down. But if her fiance did take her life, then this is sadly another example of IPV taking the life of a black woman, which is something that negatively, disproportionately affects black women. So yeah, I send my condolences to her family and her friends.
Yeah, I feel like if she was suicidal in any kind of way, like say that, like if the family knows that, like don't be afraid to say it, because like we've seen this happen many times over also, with people just unaliving themselves because of they suicidal or they depressed and different things of that nature. Like it was one guy on my channel, like he had a 12-year-old son that did it. My boy Phil, rest in peace. So I know that it's a thing, and if that's it, it needs to be said. If not, find out what really happened. Find out what really happened. I hope. Well, I can't say I hope it ain't him or anything like that, because if it's him, they gonna get him. They're gonna get him. This is not gonna be over. They probably closed it out there, but it's not gonna be over. When that body get back, I guarantee you, they gonna run a full autopsy, like period, and that's when it's gonna all come out. But I think more gonna come out before then. But this is hella tragic. This is one thing that I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, like this is somebody's daughter. That's what people need to understand. Like, despite what, this is somebody's daughter, and like me having a daughter, oh my God, bro, this would be heartbreaking. So whatever happened, I hope they find justice for it, and I hope people stop, talking shit about her, because she grown, she can decide with who she want to be with, and then on the other hand, people probably still responding to what she was saying about black men. I get it, but at the same time, she's gone, she's no longer, so it's like, let her rest. And I hope they find out what happened. But I send my condolences to her family, and if that white dude do it, I hope they lock him up under the jail. Which is crazy, because who knows what jail is like over there in that country, right? Going to jail in that country, especially for for something like this, what it would be if he could pay them off and kind of, we don't know. But on that note, I'm about to be out of here. I just had to come and, watch this and show this to y'all, because I was like tripping off of it when I was seeing it. It's tragic, but it is what it is. And leave a comment,